So this video is going to serve as a channel update plus an FAQ on my upcoming Mount Kilauea Seismos Dynasty on CFB Revamped. We're going to go through a lot of information about the Dynasty and how to be on the team, how custom recruits will work, and the future of ECU, so try to watch until the end if that's something that interests you. Also, I want to note that my cat Harold did not want to leave the video. He's just kind of here for aesthetic effect. Some of you have already been asking about how you can get involved in the series, and I'm going to start working on the roster next week, so now is really the time to go through that process. Unlike ECU, I want to give you guys a chance to be on the initial roster. I did create all of those players myself in Season 1. I think that allowing you to be in the series could add a lot more depth and immersion to that. However, this kind of becomes difficult and random since there's only so many roster spots, and if I do like a top comment system, there's nothing stopping you from just using alternate accounts to vote for your own player. I also won't lie, as a bill-paying college student, YouTube ad revenue, not the best source of income, so I've decided that the most fair way to do this for me and for you is over Patreon, which I recently created for this channel. So the way this works is through Patreon. Paying a minimum of $5 per month makes you eligible to be on the team, with naming priority starting from higher tiers going down to the lower tiers, and also subscribers who have been on board the longest. If spots on the roster run out for any reason, do not worry. In this scenario, you will be put on a list to be an incoming MKU recruit in a previous season. If you decide to pay $10 a month, you get a little bit more. If your Patreon player graduates and you are subbed as at least an executive producer, you will be given another for the next season. If you choose to become the boss or God forbid the GOAT at $25 and $50 per month, you will be rewarded handsomely for it, but please only do this if you feel like the benefits are worth the price paid, or if you're really just looking to help out and support me and have the extra money lying around. There are other benefits to being a Patreon supporter as well, such as a Discord server where I post top secret information, early video releases whenever possible, and of course a listing and a verbal shout out in the end screen. If you don't want to become a player and just want to show your support for me and my content, consider subscribing at $2 per month. If you don't think that that's significant, imagine if everybody subscribed at $2 per month. All that money goes back into the content. We'd pass T-Series instantly. But if you are interested in being on the initial MKU roster and the other Patreon benefits, my Patreon link is the top one in the description. Go check it out for yourself if you're interested in being a player. Once again, I'll be editing the roster within the next week, and then I begin production on the series almost instantly, so you have until Friday to subscribe and message me your name. If you don't message me a name, I'll just use your Patreon screen name. I'd also like to add that I will veto any name that I feel like is inappropriate or goes too far. I'm not a huge stickler about this, but we're still aiming to keep it semi-realistic, so keep that in mind when submitting. I want to clarify that this is entirely optional and no one should feel obligated to pay for anything. I'm by no means trying to make my channel pay for view, but juggling school and full-time YouTube is not easy financially, and I feel like it's perfectly reasonable to offer incentive to those who are willing to pay a little extra to support my content. It also provides a greater guarantee for people to get involved in the series than what would otherwise be random selection. I know not everyone can support, and I promise that there will be other opportunities to get involved later in the series as they come up. I will likely still make a couple sub recruits every year from the recruiting spreadsheet similar to what we did in ECU. As for when the series will start, I'll be getting the team within the next 24 hours or so, and estimate that the first episode will take around 2 weeks of production. Since the first episode is always a ton of work, I'll drop a release date once I have a good idea of when I can get this out. As for other updates, if you're not in my Discord server, you should join the community. It's where you can ask questions, talk about series. I also set up a gaming lobby in there, and I think it would be really cool to hang out, play some games, maybe start like a Minecraft server if you're all into that. I've also toyed with the idea of doing an NCAA football 14 tournament with a cash payout in the Discord server as well. So if you're trying to make some money and got some skills, you might have a chance of taking me on. My Discord server link is in the link tree in my description. I've gotten a lot of questions about the future of ECU with the MKU Dynasty ending. Unfortunately, since the videos take so much time to produce, the ECU Dynasty will be moving over to Twitch after Season 2. I just started streaming again, so follow me at twitch.tv/NitroDriveYT. That is also in the link tree in my description. Finally, I want to upload more than just Dynasty content, especially as MKU starts, even if it's just like an extra video every 2 weeks, kind of like we've been doing with Recruiting Wars and with the random mod videos. That being said, comment any Madden or NCAA related challenge ideas in the comments section below, and also any like dumb or random sports games that you'd want to see me make like a one-off video on. I really enjoyed editing this type of content for NTE, and I think it would be really cool to kind of place like my own style on it and see where it goes. Creators do get burned out from playing the same game over and over again, so a change of pace is always appreciated. I really hope you guys understand that I'm not trying to implement a bunch of microtransaction BS into my content. When I first started ECU, I didn't think I was going to make a dime off of this channel. I was really just doing it for fun, and that's still my main motivation for doing it. This is the main reason that I have not gone onto campus and gotten a $25 per hour marketing job. I just love making content, and I hope it's what I can do for the rest of my life. But if I can offer you guys additional benefits to help out my financial situation, I feel like that's pretty appropriate, and I hope you guys understand as well. If you have any additional questions questions for me about the process, please drop them down below. I'm happy to answer anything that you will ask. If you've noticed, I do read all of my comments. But for now, my name is Jack. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you to Patreon supporters Christian Horn, Ibrahim Bashir, Jonathan Chadwick, and Dalton Jett.